Hi, this is Barb from Scrapintherapy, and today I'm going to create another page in my art journal, and I'm going to play with this Caran d'Ache water-soluble crayons. I saw a technique in YouTube and where they cut the crayons and they just used it directly onto the page and kind of really dropped the color in. So I'm using a very wet brush and just letting it drip on my page. I'm putting multiple colors. And I want to create blooms. I want it to kind of mix together to give that kind of hazy look. And I am using my cloth to kind of soak up some of the water, some of the excess water. And I'm creating kind of a pseudo vase at the bottom. And before you apply more color, you may want to dry it a little bit. So now I'm ready to create the centers and start looking for buds and for flower forms in my color blobs. I call them color blobs. So I'm using the same color that I used to drop in for my flowers. I'm using that same color to outline some of the brushes that I see there. And then I'm creating the center, and I'm using black. And I am dropping a little bit of more colors just to give it, outline my flowers, and I'm creating a vase. Well, I added one of these from Heidi Swapp. This is one of her stencils from the mini stencil Heidi Swapp. And because I did go over it with microglaze first, and this microglaze by Judykins, what it does, it helps seal in the watercolor, so I didn't want it to move anymore. However, I should have done the spraying with my Heidi Swapp Color Shine before I sealed it. So it didn't work that well. It beat it up. So I put this on, and see how I put this, I took a wax paper, I cut it out because I didn't want it to overspray. So I put it on a wax piece of paper, I taped it in place, and I placed it on and I sprayed it. But because I did put this microglaze underneath, it was very waxy, so it beat it up. It didn't soak into the page, so that didn't work. So I had to take it off. It kind of got smeared a little bit. So then what I did is I went over it. I put this on top, and then I used this painter's marker and went over it. And then after I did that, this doesn't work very well with the Judykins either, because this has a wax. Even though I removed some of the wax with my cloth, it's still, this didn't work very well on it. What really worked well on here was a wax pencil. So I had this black wax pencil. I went over it, and that's what made it very dark. This didn't work. And you know, a lot of times when we do put sealants on our page, most of our writing instruments that we have, either our gel pens. I've used this. This doesn't work very well once you seal it with some kind of like with Judykins or even with our gel medium. It doesn't work well. This doesn't work well. This is Paper Mate Joy ink. That doesn't work well. I do have this Fude ball. It doesn't work as well once you seal the paper. It works and it doesn't work. You gotta constantly clean the tip for it to work on your page. What does work very well is this China brush pen. This works very well on pages once you seal it. And sometimes, depending what you use to seal, your Sharpies would work. But I just wanted to kind of give you an update of what I did off camera. I was just playing with my stencil and put that stencil right there. And it's nicely sealed because of course I used my microglaze, and you can get this at Amazon pretty cheap. And also Tim Holtz does sell this as well, so either way you can find it at Tim Holtz or you can find it at Amazon. I got mine at Amazon. I think it was a little cheaper. But I hope you like this page, and this is my final page. I don't think I'm going to touch it anymore, and I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Bye now.